you planning to come to Canada as an international student and wondering how to get all your funds across here? Then if this is you, you need to watch this video, because in this video I'll be outlining various ways in which you can get your funds here with you. This was a request made by one of my subscribers. Thank you so much for the video idea. I really appreciate it. Welcome back to my channel, and if this is the first time you're hopping on here, well, let me just introduce myself to you. I am an international student here in Canada, and what I do, I share my entire journey here with you. I try to be as transparent as possible so that you can have a fairly good idea of the realities of Canada, and as such I share the good, the bad and the ugly. So let's get right into the video. So you're coming to Canada as an international student and you're wondering how to get your funds here with you. Maybe there's a shortage in your country with regards to foreign currency. I know that this may pose a challenge, getting foreign currency in your home country, and you may not be able to get the amount that you wanted. So here I'm just going to share first of all what I did. That is, I visited my local bank and I bought Canadian dollars. It was a challenge for me. It wasn't easy at all, and one of the things that I did, I went, as I said, going to my local bank. It was very hard because they did not have funds available every day. So I had to go there every week at this particular bank every week to get 500 Canadian dollars, which is not so much, right? Because I had it was a short space of time and I had to travel and all of that. So I just took what I could have gotten. So that's the first thing you should do. You should visit your local bank. This is for those who have access to 10,000 Canadian dollars. You actually are allowed to walk with a maximum of 10,000 Canadian dollars. But if you have exceeded 10,000, you are also allowed to do this. But you will have to declare the funds. And with doing this, you must provide a proof of where you get these funds, by way of bank statements, financial statements, etc. So yes, it is possible to bring over $10,000 with you. All right, I just thought I'd let you know that. Another thing that I did was go to Western Union and see whatever they had available. So I called them and they called around different locations to see where funds were available, and I just had to go to that particular location and collect the funds, and that still was not sufficient. But anyway, I made it work for me, right? I made that work for me. Another thing you can do is to obtain a bank draft from your local bank, and when you arrive in Canada, you know that you can open a Canadian bank account as an international student. So once you open that bank account, then you can deposit your bank draft. Mind you, you may not be able to access these funds right away, so you will have to ask whatever bank you decide to join. You will have to ask them how long will it take for the funds to clear. Okay, so after you have opened up your bank account in Canada, you can start doing wire transfers from your bank in your home country once you have access to online banking. Now, the only downfall to this, well, to me, is that you will need to have, to make a request from your local bank to ensure that the funds are available and get permission for this to be done. And you may not get the amount that you want, but I mean, as time, you can do this every day, right? So every day you might be able to send maybe 500 or 300, but I know it's kind of inconvenient, but that is just how it is. Foreign currency. If you have a VTM card or maybe a credit card, you can just load money onto it, and that's another way of doing it, right? Load money onto your VTM card or your credit card and just use it here. These methods are the inexpensive ways of doing it, which I know that most of you all will prefer. But there are other ways which will be expensive. It will cost you something, and in a time like this, you will not want to opt for this, right? But I'm still going to share these expensive ways of doing it. I am sure by now you may have figured out those expensive ways of sending money. and those ways are MoneyGram and Western Union. As we all know that there are fees associated with sending money abroad, and also the exchange fund and the exchange rate may not be in your favor. All right, so those are the ways that you will use if none of the ways that I mentioned are available or are possible, which I doubt it will be. All right, so these two ways, these two expensive ways should be your last resorts. I really do hope that the methods outlined in this video has brought some sort of clarity to you, especially to the person who requested this video. So if this video has brought some sort of value, has added some sort of value to you, please do not hesitate to share, like, subscribe, click on that notification bell so that you won't miss my other upcoming videos. Thanks again for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.